now to Ruud.
And hello, and can I have a countdown?
Give me a second.
New tech,
All right.
guys.
Yes. From 3 on go.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
There we go. Okay, so first of all, my name is Ruudf89. I pretty much started the leaderboards of The Last of Us with an American friend of mine. This game has actually been quite popular lately. We've been getting more submissions of different runners, and it's just been more popular overall. So what I'm doing now is the glitchless DLC. The DLC is actually a bit of a backstory for the original main game, and it's so story driven, and the main game actually almost made me cry when I finished it the first time. It's that sensitive overall. Reason I'm running glitchless for this BSG is that it pretty much it has a bit of an extended time. I hope to show you any percent somewhere in the future, and any percent skips about 80% of the game. So that will take about 6 to 7 minutes. Now we'll take 32, 33 minutes as a whole. And I'm already noticing I'm making a few bumps here and there. That's just because I'm a bit nervous. While we're running the game, I have to say there's a few runners in our community who have been playing this game insanely much, and they've been putting so much time and effort in this game that I have to give them a shout out. I'm talking about Anthony Caliber, Uranto, Matt. They've put so much effort and time in this game that they deserve it. And I consider them, especially those three, one of the best runners. And there's a few other peeps for, just finding glitches and stuff like that. Getting some strategy, John. So we're almost finishing up on the first segment of this DLC. The first 12 minutes is really basically running all over the place. So if you know the Finding Nemo movie where Dory sings, just keep swimming, let's just keep running. Yeah, just keep running. I had to say it. And so, as you notice, we were just in a snowy area. That's really the original backstory from the main game. We're on a segment now where there's no snow at all, and we're playing in a flashback of Ellie. This girl we're playing with is Ellie. The black girl who's in front of me is Riley, and she can be a pain in the ass.
That's Trevor.
The speedruns of this DLC can be really annoying because her behavior can be so off. It's a bit RNG based. It can cost you like 20 seconds. About 20 seconds, I guess. Maybe more if she's really bad. But there's a few trigger points. For example, I'm paying attention on what Riley says, and when she says, for example, the word terrified, like she just did on a certain spot in the game, I know I'm on time or not. And here comes a part where she can be annoying. Yeah, she is, because I actually can get in front of her over there. I have 2 tries, but I both failed because she's too fast. Sometimes she's too slow and you can pass her easily. This is another spot. Can I pass her? Yes, we can. I'm actually not that... I'm actually happy that we couldn't pass her. because if we were too fast, the game could glitch out on here, and we have to do it again. That will be bad. But we're pretty much on time, almost 5 minutes in.
Careful, it's wet. Hey, so
And there we go.
yeah, I should join the Fireflies. Ellie.
That was the first thing I asked you.
And now
She wants you safe.
we're getting into a mall. Riley wants to show us something that we don't really care about. We just want to get into a fight and some games. Well, I'll show that in a few minutes.
Remember the first time I brought you here?
We have a few more RNG segments for Riley coming up now.
What? Is it a dinosaur?
At this spot, I'm watching her flashlight. If she's slow, we have to wait on the elevator that's coming up right now, but she's kind of fast. I'm turning around, she's a bit slowish.
Yeah.
I'm going to duck because before
He said he just fell off his
I just
horse.
triggered a segment,
Heart attack or something.
and I can't run here, so that's why I crawl. And crawling is actually quicker
None that I know
instead of walking. But now we can run, so we're running. And here we go. You need to pass under this nice little car that's somehow has gotten into the mall.
Ellie.
There we go.
It always feels like we're gonna get crushed.
It's fine. I'll go first.
And we're fucked.
You know what?
Hey,
How
Riley.
about we find another way?
You know what? I'll get you up north.
So we have to find a detour, and we're crawling through here.
Good call.
There's quite a bit of these cutscenes where you just have to walk or wait for Riley. After this segment, that's all. That's pretty much gone. Then we can start
Hello?
something.
You see anything? Riley?
Can somebody call the police? It's a terror clown.
You dick! That's 2 times today! How the hell did we never find this place? Come on, I got the perfect mask for you.
So the fun thing about
Riley,
this DLC,
perfect.
if you play it like
out.
you should be playing it. The first time I finished it, it took me about 2 hours. There's a bunch of optional conversations, a bunch of optional cutscenes that you can trigger here, which gives you more and more information on the backstory of Ellie, the main character in this DLC, and her relationship to
Roar.
Riley.
Ellie, really? Fucking roar!
There we go. I'm gonna crawl right now, again, because as long as Riley's speaking, I can't do shit. So that's why I'm crawling is faster. We have time for a donation now.
Sander 10 donated €4.20, saying, "Our Lord and Savior disapproves of you and has smitten this run. His ketchup-stained grin predicts great downfall in your future. All of your runs are now cursed. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for Snaz. Give in and pray to our one and only God,
What is this, truth
Snaz."
or truth?
I have no clue, but thank you for the donation.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, you like that?
So this is one of the first games we're playing with Riley. We have to smash all the windows of the red car.
Ooh!
She smashes all the windows of the blue car.
Shoot him!
The one who's the fastest wins. That's pretty much it.
Ha! That's one! Yeah!
And there we go.
Yes! Rick fucking Master!
My car had tougher windows.
Yeah,
And I'm
whatever.
actually still on PB pace,
Alright,
so
question time.
I'm scared.
I'm happy
Okay.
with that.
Uh,
Again, we're crawling here because we can't run.
You know
We can walk, but it's slower.
forget
And
it.
we want Riley to
out.
open this door over here.
Wow. Okay.
So we'll move a bit closer so
Come on.
she can open it.
Let me show you this thing. We're almost there.
Please go.
we doing here? This place is creeping me out.
So, you know how we thought they only powered certain areas of the city?
Yeah.
Follow me.
There we go. We're almost done with the second segment, so after that we're pretty much done with running.
So, turns out, the whole city has power. They just flipped the circuit breakers. All you gotta do is flip it.
There's no way this is gonna work.
There we go. We have power. So
What did I tell you?
what happened here is that we turned on the
Wait,
power
so
of the
the whole
mall.
mall is lit up?
It's
Let's go
like
find out.
there's an outbreak of infected, and the infected aren't really zombies, but they're just infected by
Wait.
mushrooms, which take over the brain.
I know what you're trying to do.
And the government has like a monopoly on everything,
I'm really glad
and
that you're not dead.
they want to keep people contained
I mean,
and nicely and fashionably in order.
I'm glad that
So
we're
they
back
turn off the
together.
power,
And
so
I didn't
that
mean it.
they have monopoly on the power and the food and everything.
All that stuff.
The worst thing about this DLC that this cutscene
I
takes
mean it.
55 seconds, which is a pain in the ass. But we
Really?
have to sit through it. I wish I could skip it, but I
Such a
can't.
sap.
It's in game. There's a few cutscenes coming up that we just can't, that we can't skip.
Are you ready?
Thank God for those.
BSG 7 now with extra cutscenes.
That's why I submitted this run. There we go. That was segment 2. And now we're back in the snowy part with nowadays Ellie. And what we basically need to do is getting up to that helicopter to find a medpack. Because if... Did someone here play the main game at all? Someone? You've seen it. You've seen it. Cool. So, problem here is that Joel,
Oh, God.
the main character of the main game, is wounded, and we have to get him a medpack. But before we can get there, we have to go through some obstacles. And in a minute we'll have our first encounter. And I have to say I'm a bit nervous, so I hope I can pull off those headshots.
End of the line.
So here we go. We're trying to turn on the generator to open an electrified door.
Then,
But of course it doesn't work.
out of juice.
Out of juice. So we'll get this jerrycan here. It's conveniently placed back there.
Maybe I can find some.
Okay, here we go. We will grab some more ammo, reload.
Stalkers.
Ah, shit. That was supposed to be a headshot, but we'll just fight her instead. And knife to the face. Thank you. Works as well. We've got some
Is that it?
got some food here, so we're good.
Sounds like it. Okay. Find some gas. Ah, jackpot.
So
How do you do this?
I'm quite happy about my timing. I was really nervous about pulling off that headshot, but we did quite alright. We finished those 4 runners
Here we go.
perfectly fine. We'll just sip on some gasoline, and then we can put on a generator, and we'll have some electricity to get onto the next area.
Come on. All right.
We just have to pull this 3 times. and we have electricity. And because we have electricity, they are totally fucked.
Note to self, don't touch electric water.
There we go.
Got it.
So since the water is electrified now, we have to find another route. I'll just drop down here for just a second to get a Molotov cocktail.
Easy. Easy.
Yeah, we got it.
Looking
I
straight.
was a bit unsure if we
It's
had
gonna
it,
be
but
fine.
we're fine.
Not gonna fall into that water and fry to a crisp.
Okay, so we'll open up this door. Before, when the current strats weren't discovered for any percent, you can actually climb that door by just tapping X, which makes you jump on it. And if you're fast enough, you can actually grab onto another ledge without using this. This is the normal route, so we'll have to grab that thing, get on the door. So on the last strat you could climb on this thing quickly. Okay. Oh, you dropped some ammo, thank you. Don't know why they have ammo, they sometimes do. It doesn't make any sense since they don't have any guns on them.
I hear you.
But oh well, we'll take it. Okay. So we're crawling here and running here because that's the sequence where the runners and clickers don't, the infected basically, don't hear us. I'm gonna crawl here, wait for him to move a bit forward. Throw that. That will alert those two, but this one won't be alerted. I'll just stick a knife in its neck and I'm done. And hopefully, thank you. As soon as I lift that door, they start hearing me, but because they're too far off, I just have enough time to lift it. Coming up is another of those dreadful cutscenes, which takes 45 seconds. There we go. And that's our third segment of the game. So basically, if you have the right strats, like throwing that ball just on the right spot, you can get through those areas quite quickly. If you get the ball on just a tiny bit different, and one of those infected doesn't get alerted, you're screwed for that area. You can start over because they'll all be alerted. So we're back in one of Ellie's memories. And what we're gonna do now is play another game, because we love those.
Wait, won't the soldiers spot them all being all lit up?
And
Exterior lights don't work.
it's actually quite fun to get through this area if you play this casually. You'll actually have a spot where you can take photos in a photo booth, and you can post them to your Facebook if you want to. And they're all like, "What's a Facebook?" It's cute. It's cute
Don't
though.
tell me it's busted.
It's busted.
Okay, so now I'm gonna cheat a bit.
Man,
if
for a second I thought I was gonna play it.
If my iPad works.
How?
So
Come here.
we have two parts in this game coming up.
Close your
It's
eyes.
like a Mortal Kombat
Do
game,
it.
just played in her mind. And
Use
the
this
first
move.
part is always the same. The second part is random. So since the first part is always the same, I just keep a few notes with me and press the buttons as intended before they pop up, because it triggers them instantly.
Am I supposed to picture all this?
Eyes.
Okay, sorry.
I'll probably memorize
She
them
stands on the edge
once,
of the shadow.
but
An ancient mystical building.
as long
where
as
they
this
hold
is
torments
allowed,
of the
we'll
immortal.
do this.
Your opponent, Black Fang, steps out of the temple. He's this super ripped white dude with 3 arms. He's out for your blood. The music kicks up as he gets into his fighting stance. You ready?
Bring it.
Round 1. Fight.
Round 1 starts. Black Fang rushes towards you. He throws a double punch in your direction. Jump up!
So we're basically playing one of
Land
Ellie's
behind him. Quick,
favorite
punch him in the
games,
back.
and
You nailed
we've
him
got
with a
electricity,
wicked elbow,
so
taking
we
off
hoped
like
it worked,
15% of
but
his health. Yes.
probably a fuse is
Spins around and
blown.
comes back
So
with a shadow
we'll
claw attack.
play it all in our
What do I
mind,
do? Hold back and block to counter.
which doesn't make sense at all, but hey, it's the apocalypse.
Hit up, block, and kick before blade change. Block him! You got it!
Now it's random. There we go. We defeat a Black Fang. Perfect. So we can actually trigger like a what's it called in Mortal Kombat again? Yeah,
kinda mess up
fatality
the
or a
ultimate.
finisher.
You just
We
punch him
actually
once
don't
and he
want
falls
to do
over
that
dead.
because it takes more time.
Blood still like gushes out of him all over the
But
floor.
if you're gonna play it, do it. It's awesome. So here we can skip it.
Where the hell did she go? Riley? Riley!
It would be good, but hey, good. But it's a Naughty Dog game, and they're known for their Uncharted games as well. And
Sony partnership?
Sony partnership, PlayStation exclusive. I think so. Yeah. Go. Another skippable movie, the last one.
Come on.
And now
Show
we're
me
just
what you got.
gonna have a wet t-shirt contest.
Suck it, Riley! Yes,
Oh, you're
there
gonna
it
pay
is!
for that.
There we go.
These
I
for
hoped.
you.
Good.
Told ya.
The thing you want to do here is walk a bit forward and
You are
just
delusional.
win this fight from Riley.
You go
Um,
5, I'll go high,
and
we'll hunt each other.
you know when you're good if you're in front of that escalator. I mean elevator. What is it? Escalator. Thank you.
Close your eyes.
1, 2,
Because on the second part of this game, Riley will be in the right spots to actually lose the game. We're playing 2 out of 3, but we want to lose intentionally. There we go.
Come on! Son of a bitch.
Okay,
That's 2 out of 3.
Just
so we're gonna go
high.
for the second game right now. And this can be a bit annoying because we're on easy mode and Riley has a bit of a weird aim.
Time
And
to die.
hopefully it doesn't happen. Well, you'll laugh if it does. Oh, I'm good. Sometimes you're like 2 meters in front of her and she's like that.
One.
She's just squirting on the ceiling.
Wow. Okay, you know what? You got lucky. Luck? Yeah. Ah!
There we go. We have another
Wanna go again?
43-second
I-
cutscene which we can't skip.
I do. I just.
And we actually want to lose the water
You gotta
fight
go back.
because if
You
you
gotta go
win, you have to get the right aim and
Okay.
the cutscene takes 2
Fine.
seconds longer. So that's why we lose.
Can I lose walking home?
I guess.
It's
Come on, let me get my backpack.
it's weird. I'm on PB pace. I was on 23:53 is my PB. So I'm about 5 seconds in front of that. World record is actually 30 minutes and 43 seconds. I'm on 31:27, which grants me 4th place. Okay, can get rid of that. And now the fighting starts. Well, actually avoiding as much of the fighting as possible. So we'll go right here. We'll jump this, and we're encountered with our first human enemies in the in this game, in this DLC. And they're fighting a few infected. And we're magically granted this bow. We're just gonna run, because it's easy, it's possible. We'll pick up those arrows. No RNG or not? No. Thank you. They can hit you as well, up to about 3 times. It works if you duck and stand up. They somehow miss if you do that. But we'll take it. There's a few more affected and a few more humans here. Because I triggered them by just running by them. They're starting a fight with each other. We'll grab a gun for now. And as soon as I'm landing here, I'm gonna shoot a bullet. Because if you look in the distance, there's a few guys running down. There's 2 dropping now, 3 dropping now, that's good. Ooh, they spotted me. Oh, no. Wow, that happens here. In my normal runs, 3 of those guys are actually downstairs, and I try to headshot the last one. The wind blows and we're gonna restart. The reason why I do that is because of enemy placement. Ooh, I got that one, nice. Just wait a bit. Headshot, thank you. There should be one up here. Don't give me that RNG, please. There we go. I missed. I wasted a bit of too much ammo. So hopefully this next part will go about right. Just run up here. That's a headshot, thank you. That's a headshot too. There we go. There's one on the left. We've shot 3 of them. Ooh, thank you, you didn't fall down. Good up. Thank you. Okay. That's 5.
We got infected.
6. Thank you for lining up that perfectly. There's a few of them coming down there. We're gonna throw that Molotov and hopefully they'll just burn. Oh, come on. Go. Oh, no. Thank you. There was one last guy I needed to kill. I just couldn't reload in time. Luckily, the infected got despawned by me getting killed. So I'm just gonna launch a shot there so that they'll notice me. And they will be easier to find. Where are you, buddies? There you go. That's it. We'll restart after she says that's it. We're done. We can restart.
Gotta be alive, Joel.
Have a bit of a fast forward cut, and we're done here. Okay. So if you follow just all of the cutscenes, there's a fun little cutscene where they kind of get a lesbian relationship, these two. It's really interesting to watch, really sentimental. But because of the music you hear, they get the infected here then. So we'll have to we have to outrun them.
Okay, go.
I'll just wait a bit backward, because if I'm too close I will bump into her and that will cost me time. Now I can just run pretty much straight forward.
Ellie, you with
Yeah,
me?
I'm right behind you. Keep running.
There we go. And he's not gonna be happy.
All right, come on. Up the stairs. The scaffolding, that's our way out. Infected!
Oh, they're behind us too.
This way.
We'll jump this. We'll have another jump here. Because we're too fast, you'll see Riley skip forward. She got magic powers all of a sudden. So
There's an open
we'll
window.
have that.
Come on.
We're just too fast for the
We're
game
almost out.
to cope. There we go. We'll jump up. And I think in about 30 seconds we're done.
Reach up.
We'll try to climb out, but of course we fail. And we get it. There we go, we get saved. And as soon as it turns black, it's time. I'll call. And time. 32 sets. Thank you very much. That's it. And the fun thing about any percent is that you can skip 80% of the DLC. So it takes, I think world record is 5 minutes and 43 seconds. So it skips about, what, 25 minutes of this game. But it's really worth the effort. So thank you for watching. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.